The Hot Topic Krew Valentine's Day Spectacular. Today was a special day, the day of love, cuteness, red, pink, and most of all, couples making out everywhere. Men, women, species and many others out there were giving their lovers special attention on this fine day, treating them like royalty. Boys bought their girlfriends overstuffed bears, boxes of chocolate and cliched red roses because roses for some reason are the preferred flowers on Valentine's Day. Of course, there were also couples who had lovers who half-assed their gifts. Such example is Krew and Mother Ruben because Krew was secretly cheating on his lovely, non-emo tactician wife with the beautiful, pink and lovely Amy Rose. Then, there was one group, one who made fun of love and toyed around and messed with the couples for fun. They were gothic, edgy, hardcore and most of all, loved the best drink ever, Capri Sun. They were the Hot Topic Krew, consisting of the 5 biggest dicks in the world and Lucas, because Lucas has always been somewhat of an asshole but not on their level. There was Dark Pit the leader, boyfriend and lover to Lucas the general. There was Lucas the general, boyfriend and beautiful, gorgeous scrumptious lover to Pit too. Then there was Wolf. A wolf who does whatever canines do because he can do his own thing because he's a dog. Then there was Owl, the Edge otherwise known as Shadow the Hedgehog. At first, he used to celebrate Valentine's Day all emo because he missed Maria so much but then started messing with couples for fun. Now he's all edgy and hardcore and got over it. Then there was Mutwo, he hated everybody and was out to take lives. And finally there was. Who is she again? Oh, there's that chick. Who is extremely bitter on Valentine's Day. Oh, see yeah, that's her name. Out of all people, she despised Valentine's Day the most, just like how the Grunch hated Christmas. Every year, she was forever alone as she was that feel when no boyfriend, but unlike other girls who find different love interests, she was only attracted to one boy known as Link, who we didn't know was an animorph at the time. Apparently all the Lancia women were born to love Link, however never obtained him, not even once. This year, she was more bitter than ever seeing how her parents were acting all lovey-dovey and her stupid weeboo sister Lana had a boyfriend. Meanwhile she was sulking, blasting the emoist of emo music as she stuffed her fat face with chocolates because, what else was there? Dark Pit and Lucas were at the mall, holding hands as they were enjoying this day as they made out in front of people, disgusting them. Shows those Republicans and conservatives right because they're gross people with gross ungothic opinions that are more harmful than good. I will miss you Obama when you go, but anyways, back to our lovely little tale. There were couples everywhere, preppy couples such as Mario and Princess Peach, Martha and Shulk because back then the memes didn't exist and Fora didn't go what the heck is Shulk, Link and Zelda, Krew and Amy Rose, Donkey Kong the businessman and his girlfriend Candy Kong, and worst of all, Rose Revlal, Pit and Lana. Dark Pit hated that weeboo bitch and so did Lucas because she was goddamn annoying and nobody liked her anyways. Not even her sister likes her and that's something.
Did you hear Lucas?
Said Dark Pit, grinning all dark and hardcore.
Yes, my edgiest boyfriend,
replied the short blonde Niall lookalike.
Watch them scream as they suffer to the smell of the worst thing ever. I heard at the mall later, they're going to hold some shitty ball for the preps. We go there and stink bomb the entire place and lock the doors.
Rambled the Dark Anlj, wearing a dark graduation gown from Yale because Dark Pit is actually ingenious.
That sounds perfect. It'll make our Valentine's Day even more special. Hearing those screams and cries, I love it,
said Lucas, chuckling evilly while making an evil Charlie Brown-like face. Both of them began laughing like maniacs as they took out Capri Suns, Jack Daniels flavor and began taking sips.
No, that's illegal.
Pit rushed over in his pink, fuzzy sweater and pushed Dark Pit, causing the Capri Sun to fly out of his hands, landing into the store called Mervin's as it exploded, killing everyone inside. That's the story of how Mervin's went out of business. Realizing what he had just done, Pit scratched the back of his head, chuckling nervously.
Oops.
What the fuck, you tit-sucking piece of shit? I was drinking that.
Retorted Dark Pit.
No, Pitu, I told you 2 months ago, or rather a month and a half ago, that Capri Sun is illegal, and what do? Drink Capri Sun behind my back.
Barked Pit. He was the older one anyways and always watched over little Pitu, even though Pitu is a little shit.
Who the fuck cares?
Replied Dark Pit.
It's just a drink, Pit. It's a drink for kids. We're kids, not like terrorists.
Said Lucas, which is ironic seeing the shit the Hot Topic crew do later on.
Well, he's not allowed to drink Capri Sun. Lady Valuntines said so.
Said Pit. Soon, the most ear-grating voice in the world came. One that causing Dark Pit's and Lucas's ears to bleed and even wanting to rip out their own clothes.
Konnichiwa Pitan. Ashitiru.
Oh god. It's here.
Said Lucas.
Fucking hell.
Said Dark Pit. Lana showed up, wearing dog ears, a dog tail, a pink dress made out of satin and polyester that is from Milanu, white socks, some bows in her hair clipped from the game, some cute red shoes and of course, an Hatsune Mickey purse bag thing. She embraced her boyfriend, kissing him as she was the one who made him his sweater. Dark Pit and Lucas gagged.
EW,
other people's love.
They both said at once. Lana frowned, noticing unkawaii emos were here. She stuck out her tongue, before giving puppy eyes to Pit.
Pitan, your kawaii Mone-san is being mean to me. They're both backward.
She said.
Do you even know what half of those words even mean?
Questioned Lucas, as he had taken Japanese classes a long time ago, but he was the only kid who wasn't a weeb in the class.
I do. I'm an otaku. You're just jealous cause I'm more kawaii and good than you are. And if you believe me, I'm gonna tell my mommy about you, and then she'll call your mommies and they will get your butt.
Whined the blue-haired weeb.
You've got to be fucking kidding, right? How old are you anyways? Like 16? 15?
Guessed Dark Pit.
Not telling you.
Said Lana. Pit kissed his girlfriend as he gave a look to Dark Pit.
Stop being so rude, Pitu. She didn't do anything to you and you're already picking fights. This is why we stopped going to Disneyland, or rather, got banned from all Disney theme parks to include Not Fairy Farm.
Said Pit, frowning.
Who the fuck cares? Seriously, why do you people care about such stupid shit? Get out of my face and make out somewhere else. Said
the Dark Angel, giving them both the gothic middle finger. Lucas joined in as Lana shielded her eyes while Pit rolled his.
Let's go, Lana. They're being rude again.
With those words, Pit and his anime-obsessed girlfriend left. Soon, the other crew members joined him as they ruined the Tunnel of Love, turning the water into Nickelodeon slime.
Sup?
Said Lucas.
Nothing much. Just fucking with people, you.
Replied Shadow.
Doing the same thing.
Said Dark Pit. Mutuo just seemed to be making people fly in random directions and into the sun. Rip. Nameless Mies. Your love will forever be missed. Then everyone in the mall froze as a certain someone stepped inside.
Oh no.
Said Ness as he ran away.
She's here.
Said Toad. It was none other than Sia, as people knew to stay the hell away from her on this day. She was angry, sad, salty and well, angry. She pushed random couples hard as she hated other people's love. If she could, she would steal Valentine's Day away, but since this isn't Zelda and it's Smash Brothers, we're not going to get to see that.
Wow, look, it's an elephant.
Said Mutuo, who is an asshole Pokemon.
She's creating it.
Before he could finish, she punched him so hard in the jaw, he flew into space for the first time. Dark Pit and the others flinched a little.
Syria, are you okay?
Asked Wolf, being his actual self and not embracing his wild side. The white-haired big-boobed tan woman growled in response, before running off. She went on a rampage, sabotaging them all of its love. Crom and Amy Rose were at Johnny Rockets, sharing a milkshake of love as they were about to kiss until Sia stormed in, grabbing Amy Rose and throwing her out of the glass window as it broke.
Hey, that was my girlfriend, I mean secret lover,
yelled Crom. Sia growled at him. almost giving him a familiar look as he didn't think of just some angry woman who hated other people's love but rather unfamiliar dragon, Grimmer. Before he could even act, she ran off to destroy more things. Zelda was holding Link's hand, leaning on his shoulder as she looked elegant and lovely today. When she heard a certain someone's cries of anger, she made a face.
Oh brother. The fat ass is loose again.
The Gru's is loose.
Asked Link, being confused.
No silly, your stalker. Remember last Valentine's Day where she was making out with a life-sized chocolate bar that looked like you before she ate it all?
Replied Zelda, bringing up last year's Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah, that was something. I do feel sorry for her, to be honest though. I mean, it must be hard not finding someone then getting jealous at all of these couples.
Said Link.
True, but she's still rude as hell. I mean, she started a war over something stupid.
True.
The Hylian couple walked as Sia turned into Taz the Tasmanian Devil from Looney Tunes. She was a ferocious killing machine as she destroyed more love before turning back into herself. The mall was deserted almost as everyone went to the ball as all stores were left vacant. She went to the candy store and cried, eating everything in sight to soothe her loneliness. Out of nowhere, a man in a white suit came as he was old and had white hair, a white beard, wore glasses and looked elegant as fuck.
What's wrong, honey?
He asked in his Kentucky accent. Turning around, she saw it was none other than her grandfather Colonel Sanders, the guy who owns KFC. Tears welled up in her eyes as she started crying about Valentine's Day as she is forever alone and how nobody wants her and how she's a loser.
That's not true, hon.
Said her grandfather KFC.
You just haven't found the one yet. Let me tell you what, how about you get cleaned up and I'll take you out to a 5-star restaurant away from this hellhole. Just you and me, okay?
She hiccuped a bit, wiping her tears as she had chocolate all over her mouth.
Okay, Grandpa.
Soon they left as their arc is over. Now Sia can go back to being put to rest. R.I.P. in peace, princess, I'll always love you. As the ball started to go on, Dark Pit and Lucas snickered, planting their stink bombs that smelt of rotten fish sticks, dirty laundry, Jim's sweat and Davy Jones' locker inside the room. Afterwards, the two ran out with the detonator in hand.
Ready to push the button?
Said Lucas.
Ready when you are, love.
He pressed the button as Shadow and Wolf sealed up all of the exits. The stink bombs went off as everyone started screaming trying to escape. The only one content with the smell was Crumb.
It smells very Crumb-like,
said the Elysian King. Everyone else was gagging as they passed out. Lucas and Dark Pit began dancing to My Chemical Romance as they kissed each other.
Happy Valentine's Day, Lucas,
said Dark Pit.
Happy Valentine's Day to you too, Dark Pit,
Lucas replied. Then they both kissed. It was so romantic everyone in the audience cried. Meanwhile on the news, they were talking about the destruction of almost every mall store ever. Someone was watching it, playing all by myself as their eyes were glued onto the TV. When they showed the picture of the prime rib suspect, Robin's eyes widened as he's Robin the emo because this is before chapter 3.
Is that who I think it is?
Moving closer, he noticed it was.
So she's back. Holy shit though, she's gotten quite big the last time I even remember seeing her. Not that I don't mind though. It just means more to love.
Robin grinned, wanting revenge and Sia's love whenever she liked it or not. After all, his room was full of her pictures. Back at the mall, Lucas and Dark Pit were outside making out until Lady Palutena came in angry.
Pitu, you're grounded.
Ike showed up as well.
Lucas, I told you not to be around that dark angle. You're grounded,
said both parents at once. With that, they dragged their little goths by the ear and took them home and gave them lashu. There, end.